తెలంగాణ పోటీ పరీక్షల్లో ప్రభంజనం సృష్టిస్తూ స్టేట్ నెంబర్ 1 గా రాణిస్తున్న S&S పబ్లికేషన్స్.
తెలంగాణ గురుకుల 100% ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసులను స్టేట్ నెంబర్ 1 ఫ్యాకల్టీచే అందిస్తున్న కోర్సులు.
గురుకుల తెలుగు కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్,
గురుకుల మ్యాథమెటిక్స్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్,
గురుకుల ఇంగ్లీష్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్,
గురుకుల సోషల్ స్టడీస్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్,
గురుకుల ఫిజికల్ సైన్స్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్,
గురుకుల బయోలాజికల్ సైన్స్ కంటెంట్ అండ్ మెథడ్స్.
పేపర్ 1 జనరల్ స్టడీస్, పేపర్ 2 పెడగాజీ, పేపర్ 3 కంటెంట్ తో 100% సిలబస్ ను పూర్తి చేసి ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసులను అందిస్తున్న ఏకైక సంస్థ.
మీ ఉద్యోగ సాధనలో మీకు తోడుగా మీ S&S పబ్లికేషన్స్.
ఆన్లైన్ క్లాసుల కొరకు S పబ్లికేషన్ యాప్ ని డౌన్లోడ్ చేసుకోండి.
మరిన్ని వివరాలకు సంప్రదించండి 8070557777 and 9032064822.
The next topic in our syllabus, that is the center and state relations. The next topic is the center, not the center. We cannot talk, as I said already, as a constitution we are learning and we are the teaching, and we can say it is not the center, it is only the union state relations. And you can have the doubt that why all the books are written, why the center and state for the purpose, for the press purpose, or the for the easily the people can understand, the normal people also they can understand. For that purpose they are telling it's the center and the state relation. But as a we are learning the constitution, we are studying the constitution, we cannot say it. Why? Because according to the first part of our constitution, from article 1 to 4, what they are telling, amma, India and its union and the state. What is the India? India is nothing but of the union and the state. Along with the states only we will call it's the India, union and the states. India means in the part 1 of the part 1 from 1 to 4, article 1 to 4 of the Indian Constitution, part 1, article 1 to 4 of the Indian Constitution, they are telling that India is nothing but union and the states only. With the union, along with the union and the without the state we cannot say it is the India. Without the states we cannot say it is the India. With the state only, why we are giving that much of importance? We are having the 28 states. But first of all, once the constitution came into the existence in the 1953, we are having the first general election. In 1953 we are having the first general election. In that first general elections we are having only the 13 states. That time we are having the 13 states only. After that all the states will be, after that the remaining all the states will be 15 states will be. After that the 15 states. Why? Because easily we can say the Andhra is along with the Telangana, Madrasi, okay, and the Andhra is some part is with the Madrasi and some part is with the Karnataka. That time Belgaum, they will call the Belgaum also. With the like that we are having the, and some part is with the Orissa, okay, and that time only we are in our first we are discussing about the constitution. What in the beginning of the constitution, what we are telling, the princely, the provinces and the princely state. The provinces is nothing but of the, it's under the control of the Britishers. The provinces is like the Mumbai, Calcutta, okay, Mumbai provinces, Calcutta provinces, Odisha, Bihar, like that we are having only the some states is there, not the so many states we are having. We are only the hardly that time in our constitution came into the existence in 1951. As per the constitution, the India will be started the ruling as per the constitution. But we are having the first general election in 1953. That time we are having only the 13 states. Only the 13 states we are having, only the 13 states. In our constitution they said, why? Because of the so many issues, the constitutional makers, they feels that the constitution, why we are telling it's the democratic form of the country. India, in our constitution they are written, we are the democratic form of the country, means the representatives are directly elected by them. The democratic form of the country, the representatives are directly elected by the people. In that context, what they said, it's not the dictatorship, it's only the union is there, it's the dictatorship form of the government. No, but they feels that why the constitutional makers is okay, they are allowing the accepting of the states also, why they given the more powers to the center only. They make the center is very strong, they make the center. Why? Because they seen in the Britishers time, why, what the policy the Britishers will be followed. The Britishers followed the policy of the divide and rule. The Britishers followed the policy of the divide and rule. Why? Because that time we are having the Muslim, the provinces is there, and they occupied only the some places. First of all, they are occupied only the Mumbai, and after that slowly they are started. Why? Because we are not having the unity between us, between the people. Why? Because some are the Muslim king, some states, some princely states are ruled by the Muslim king, and some princely states are ruled by the Hindu. That we are in that time we are having the provinces, princely states is there, and they are having the kings are not together, and the kings will be they wants to occupy the other princely states, these the things, and so many wars between the kings is also we seen in the history. We studied about the history, we are having the so many wars is there, Karnataka wars is there, like that so many wars is also there, we know. Okay, basic seeing of all this history, and what type of the problems we are faced. Why? The Britishers, they came to India and they occupied almost more than the 100 years, from 1773 to and why? Because they came to India on the 1600 only, but why we are talking from the 1773 onwards they started ruling the India. They are based off that acts, they started ruling the India from the 1773 onward up to 1947. Up to 1947 they ruled the India. The India is under the control of the Britishers, means what the Britishers will be tell, according to that we have to follow what they are given, the rules and regulations, we have to follow that one. What the rules and regulations they are given, we have to follow that one. By seeing of all these things, the constitutional makers, why? Because the constitutional makers are they are having the more history. Who are the constitutional makers? Like the Nehru and the Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and they considered the situations of the India only. They taken the considerations of the what are the situations in India, what the problems of the Indian peoples are faced, what the problems are the Indian peoples are the face. Even the we are under the control of the kings also, they faced the so many problems. Casteism is there, and the religious differences is also so much of the casteism, and this all the things is there. We know what is in the caste system also. We study how the Indians will be badly, and the lower caste will be badly treated with the upper caste people. How the lower caste people will be badly we said they are came from the Shodras and the Kshatriyas, what they are having the so much of the differences is there, and everything we seen that time. Even that the Britishers time also we seen that, and they are not accepted the education for the women. After the Britishers only came, they given the education for the women also. Like they are by observing of the so many incidents, so many things so many incidents and so many things happened in the India. The constitutional maker, they said the India is nothing but of the union of states, Okay, India is not the one. India is the India. We are calling it's the union. Along with the state, with the states only, with the what is the union? Who are the members in the parliament? Who are the members in the parliament? Who is the prime minister? Who is the president of India? And what are their qualifications to elect as the president or the prime minister of the country? First of all, what is their basic qualification, Amma? Their basic qualification is nothing but of the, there must be the citizen of India. The basic qualification is the citizen of India. And they said, and every state, the states people only, the people of the states only, they are electing their representatives. Okay. The peoples of the states only, they are electing their representative and they are sending them to the parliament. Okay, there is no separate parliament, Amma. There is no separate parliament. They are not having the separate members for the parliament. From their way, they from the to the parliament. From where they are came, we are selecting the people of the states, the peoples of the states will be. Why they are divided the states, according to the, why we are having the division of the states. First of all, we have to know why we are having the division of the state. What is the division of the state? We can together now. What is the basic concept for the division of the states mean? We can say for every, what are the policies for the easiest administration, the policies, what are the welfare policies is given by the government. It should be reached for every last person of the country also. It is the motto of the Mahatma Gandhi. Okay, last person of the country also. For the easy administration, why? Because we are the India is the highly populated country. In India, we said the people is the strength. The people is the strength for India. India is the highly populated today. We are in the second position in the population. Maybe after the 10 years or the 15 years, the India will become the first place also. Highly populated strength in India. In India today also, in all the countries, Indian people are having the highest positions in almost all. Who is the Britain Prime Minister? And who is the like that, and so many, and who is the chairman of the what we will call the Sachinadandla and the these all the very biggest countries also. Yes, in India we are the more populated, that is the skilled populated people is also there. Skilled people. Then because of that, India and India is nothing but of union of the states, according to the union of the states. Union of the states. Okay. Just we can see what is the introduction of this one. In that union of the states, we can say the India center, and we cannot say it is the center and state relations, it is the union, and we have to, as per the textbooks they are written, but we have to talk it's the union only. Union, state, legislative, administrative and the financial. What is the relations between the union and the legislative relations, administrative relations and the financial relation? Briefly afterwards we can explain. What is the state, legislative, administrative and the financial? Legislative, administrative and the financial. What are the legislative? What is the legislative, Amma? I said already. The legislative is nothing but of the making of laws. Okay. And our constitutions, what they are written for the legislative? Union list, state list, concurrent list. What is the union list? We are having 99, 67. Okay, 47 or the 55, I have to check it. Okay, like that we are having the list. In the union list, the union is having the union is having the right to make the laws. make the laws like the income tax, customs and duties, railways, these all the banks, these all the things will be come from the union. And the state list are the irrigation and the panchayati raj, municipalities, okay, and all this will become. And the concurrent list are the like the roads. The irrigation is also the concurrent list. Why? Because everything I will explain once I started about the center and state legislative relations and all. And the center and state, in the center and states also I said there are having the so many conflicts which happened, means between the so many, అంటే చాలా గొడవలు కూడా జరిగినాయి మా సెంటర్ అండ్ స్టేట్కి కూడా. అంటే మేము ఇదే చేసుకుంటాము, మీరు మా విషయాల్లో ఎందుకు జోక్యం చేసుకుంటారు. Sometimes the states will be very fed up with the center. What will be happen? For example, today what is the happening here? We are having the BRS parties in the power. In the center we are having the BJP party. And what is happening? The governors are appointed by the central government. The governors is like the link between the central government and the state government. Sometimes what will be happen? The centers, what the center is telling, what the state is doing, the governor won't be accepted that one. That time what will be happen? There is some problem of there is the conflicts between the center and the state. There is why? Because that bill is accepted. How the bill will become the law? The bill will become the law after the signature of the governor only. Okay, with the pressure of the central government will be said to the governor, don't sign on that bill. Don't sign on that bill. That time the state government will be faced some problem. The center, and why? This is according to our situations. This is our state. Our state people are elected as their MLAs. Why you are interfering in our issues? Why you are interfering in our issues? Like that they can say they are having the conflicts between the center and state. These the conflicts for this, to solve this conflict we are having the Sarkaria Commission and Punchi Commission also to solve the conflicts between the center and state relations. We are having the Sarkaria Commission and the Punchi Commission also, and the Central Finance Commission. In the center this is the Finance Commission. The finances is center is the Finance Commission, and Interstate Council also, Niti Aayog, and these all the things we are discussing in this the topic. In that our topic is the union and state relations. In that union and the state relation, these all the topics we are going to discuss. Okay, now we can say what is the introduction of the union and the state relations. In the introduction of the union and the state relations, we can say union state relations occupy a significant place in the efficient functioning of the federal polity. What is the federation? Union. Federal. What is union? Only the single. We are having only the single is the central government. The federal is the states. Why? Because more than one we will call the federal. The union state, just here you can observe, they are not talking about the center and state. As per the constitution we can say it is only the union and state relations. As per the constitution we can say union and state relation occupy a significant place. Union and state relation occupy a significant place in the efficient functioning of the federal policy. Mean to work, the state has to the state has to, or the center, and the center means what is the union? Union is nothing but of the, it is the group of the state, union of the states. The India is nothing but of the union of the states. Along with the union only, along with the states only, we will call it is the India. Okay, like that the center occupy the union state relation. The union state relations occupies a significant place. They occupies a significant place in the efficient functioning of the federal polity. Means to work the federal polity should be work properly. Means why we federal form of the government. India is having the more federal features compared to the unitary feature, and the federal form of the government, to work federal form of the government, the union state relations is the union state relations plays the very significant role. The union state relations plays a very significant role in the working of the federal, in the working of the federal type of the government, like in India. Like in India, then means the union and the state relations are very important. The union and the state relations is very important. Plays a very significant role in the federal type of the government, like the Indian government, like the Indian government. As Indian constitution, okay, as Indian constitution prescribed federal system in normal conditions for India, and it denominated distinct powers and in the normal types we are having the federal form of the government. In the normal times we are having the federal form of the government. What is the federation? The federation is nothing but of the division of powers between the center and state is called the federation. Division of powers between center and state is called the federation. When we are having the division of powers between the center and state in the normal conditions, the state, the country is in the normal conditions, that time we are having the, means for the smooth functioning of the administration, and for the what, not only the smooth functioning of the administration, and for the welfare policies, what not, welfare policies, smooth functioning of the administration. And we are why, because we are having a highly populated country, we are followed, there is the division of powers between the center and the state. They are the division of powers between the center and the state. And once it's the emergency, will become that time, and what will be happen in the emergency, all the governments, all the union government, all the state governments will be suspended. We are having only one government, we are having only no parliament, no assembly, no nothing, only that's the presidential form of the government. That time we are having only the president will rule the country, in the name of the president only, in the name of the president only, everything will be happen. Every government, why? Because, and it's in the national emergency. We are in the national emergency. The nation, someone is someone is trying to occupy the country, or someone is having, we are having some problems where in the Kargil war, it's the national emergency. The Kargil war, it is the national emergency. Why? Because the wars will be happen. We are at war with China, we are at war with Pakistan, we are war with China, we are war with Pakistan. That time the nation is declared. We are, why? We are telling it's, we are unity, we are one, we are not separated. India is that's why we can say the bunch of sticks we cannot break, only the single stick we can break. The single stick we can. That's why this the lesson the constitutional makers they learn. Why? Because the Britishers, they started the division, divide and rule. They started the divide and the rule. They are treated the princely states, kings separately, and remaining states simply they are occupied. For this, all these things, they separate. They are having the and separate contacts with the separately, they had the deals with the kingdoms. Okay, they are, because of all these things, they feels that the constitutional makers, they feels that in the emergencies the India is only one. The India is only the one. That's why we are having only one president. We are having in the emergencies, we are having only one president. The India is only one. Not the India is nothing but of the, yes, India is the union of states, but in the normal times we are, India is the union of the state, but in the emergency India is only, we will call in the India means, we are not talking the India means Andhra Pradesh or that, no, India is only one. One is India. Anything we are representing in the other countries, as a Indians we are representing, not as a Telangana people, not as the Andhra people, not as the Biharis or the Bengalis. Yes, as the India, we are from India, we are representing our country. As India, we are representing our country. Like that we can say, in the emergencies, the India unity for the unitary form of the government. In the federal times, we are having the division of powers between the center and the state. In the center and the state. Okay, that's why the constitution, as Indian constitution prescribed, federal system is the normal conditions for the India. Federal means it democrated the distinct powers and the functions of the union and the state. Yes, they are democrated the powers. There is democrated the powers is nothing but of the separation of powers between the center and the state. They given the separation of powers between the center and the state. I said already what are the separation of powers between the center and the state. How they are separated, amma? Union list. Means we are having the so many items, we are having the so many things is there, to so many departments is there. Some departments will be under the control of the, means in that items, in that departments only the central government is having the right to make the laws. Okay, the remaining some items, it's all written in the constitution, not the parliament or the president, they didn't done anything. And some items they are given to the stately, and in the state only the state is having the right to make the laws. In the concurrent list, the center is having the right to make the law, and any finance they will get any finances, it will given the share to the state government also. The union list is the 99 items, and the state list 67 items, and the concurrent list is the 47 item. And we are having the another, we are having the residuary powers. The residuary powers is nothing but of the recently, as per the constitution, we are going for the amendment. In that amendment procedures, any new items will become, any new issues or the items will become, it will be added to the residuary power. In the residuary powers, the central government is having, the union government is in the residuary powers also, the union government is having the right to make the laws. In the union government is having the right to make the laws. Okay. Union list, state list, concurrent list, residuary powers. Okay. And it democrated the distinct powers of the powers and functions of the union and state government. The constitution makers strongly felt the need for the prevalence of the sound relation between the union and the states in India. Yes, the constitutional makers, they strongly believe that they should be they should be, the center and state relation should be very strong. That's the reason they given them, ultimately we can say that they are given the more powers to the union government only. Why? Because they are having the, in the union list also, the union is having the make to laws, and the concurrent list also only the union is having to make the laws. In the residuary powers is also under the control of the union list. Only the 67 items. Who is very weak? Only the state government is the weak. Means these the 97, 99 plus 47. These all the list only the, obviously we can say the union government, the constitutional makers made that, the constitutional maker made that union is very strong by giving the more powers to the union, giving the more powers to the union government made, the constitutional makers made that the union will be very strong. Felt that the need for the prevalence of the sound relation between the union and the states in India, union and the states in India, and they felt that the progress of Indian nation, and they felt that the progress of Indian nation will be possible when there is amity, cohesion and the coordination privileged between the union and state. What they will feel? They are the constitutional makers. They feels that when there should be the cooperation between, there should be the cooperation, and only when it will be possible. They felt that the progress of Indian nation, means the progress of the Indian nation is nothing but of the development of the Indian nation will be happened. Development of Indian nation will be happened only when, development of the Indian nation will be happened only when there is the strong cooperation, only when there is the strong cooperation between the center and state, strong cooperation between the center and the state is there, then only there is the chance for the development of the progress of the development of the India will be happened. Why? Because what's the Gandhiji will be said, villages are the development of the society, and ఏమన్నారు విలేజ్లు అనేటటువంటి దేశానికి పట్టుగొమ్మలు అని చెప్పి, and they feels that the villages are very important for the country. Why? Because why they feels that the villages is the very important for the country. That's the reason they add the Gandhiji will be added the directive in the Gandhian principles, in the directive principles of the state as a welfare cause. Why? Because the welfare is very important. Without the welfare, where the development is there, where the development is there. That's the center and states are independent in their respective areas. Yes, they are they are independent in their respective areas. However, to ensure cooperation and coordination between them, and they are, and that's why, for example, we can say today the combined families are very less, but what will be happen in some people, they are following, and the marriages are in some festivals. We also and we are the nuclear families will become today, and just the center and relations, just observe, memorize your family structure. What will be happen in any marriages or the festivals, big festivals we are celebrating, we call all our relatives or not. Okay, maybe we are the nuclear family, only mother, father, daughter, only one child, one or two childs. Okay, grandparents is with us or not. Okay, that time we are, but any problem will come, any function will be there, that time all our family members will be come together, all our family come, that time we are having the cooperation, we are having the coordination, we are having the, means it's not the new one, it's not the new, we are having the very olden family system is there. We are from the ancient period onwards, we are having the family system we are following. What is the origin for the state? Family is the origin for the state. to build the family, to build the structure of the state. What is the origin? Family is the origin for the build the structure of the state. Build the structure of the state. Okay, like that, the center in the state, the center is like the whole family. The center will be like the whole family, and the state is like the individual's family. The center is like the what a joint family. The state, the center is like the joint family. The states are like the states are like the micro families, individual families. The states are like the center is the joint family, joint one, and the states are individual family, like the independent in their respect. Yes, we are independent. The families are independent. They are having their own jobs. They are their children is having their own education according. They are not asking anyone. They are having their own what expenses. Their own family structure is there, and their own house, and everything is their own. But once the irrespective what they are telling, independent in their respective areas, they are having that. We are also, we are doing our jobs. Once what the situation, once they are the festival or the the any function, we are together. We are, irrespective of all these things, irrespective of all these things, we are together. Irrespective of all these things, we are together, and we are doing all these things also. That's why center and states are independent in their respective fields, independent in their respective areas. Okay, and however, to ensure the cooperation and coordination between them, they are having compulsory, they would have the cooperation and the coordination between them, and where they are discussing in the 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution. 11th and 12th parts of the 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution will be discussing about the provisions related to the various dimensions of the center and state relations. In our Constitution, 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution, 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution will be elaborately, 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution will be elaborately discussing about the various dimensions of the center and the state relation. What type of the relations we are having, and the center, for example, in our any financial relations is there, or any economical relations between us and our family members, not the joint family. Yes, for example, in the economical or the financial relations means, yes, we are the and family relations, yes, he is our grandfather. Okay, and what is the financial? Yes, for the grandparent, our parents, we have to send something, and we have to give the economical support. Like the financial relations is the, what is the legislative and the financial and the administrative relations between the center and financial, administrative, and the who will make the laws, who is having the right to make the law, and who will be administrate. And in the function, what will be happened, any function we are organizing, and whole family will be divided. They are taking the some responsibility. The whole family will be come together, and the individual, they take the some responsibilities, and they made the function as the successful function as the successful. Like that here also, and the elaborate provisions to regulate the various dimensions of the center and state relation. Accordingly, they have listed out in the union and state relations under the three aspects of the, namely legislative, administrative, and financial. I said na, legislative, administrative, and financial. Yes, the center and mainly the center and state relations is nothing but of the legislative relations, making of the laws, administrative relations, and the financial relations. Administrative relations, what type of the, how the yes, the administrative relations is in the center. The IAS and IPS are appointed by the IAS and IPS are coming. They are appointed by the central government. They are not the state government employees. They are not the state government employees. Group 1 officers are only the state government employees. The IAS, IPS, all these members are the state government. They are appointed by the state government to the state. Okay, the financial relations, right? How much budget for the states the state central government is allotting? How much budget the central government is allotting for the states? How much economy they are giving the states? How much economy they are giving the states? And all these things we are, and especially the center and states are discussed in the 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution. 11th and 12th parts of the Indian Constitution. These all the things we are discussing in the later classes. Okay, this is our center and introduction of the center and state relations. Introduction of center and state relations.